I'm now here at Michigan Center High School, visiting with the boys basketball team coached by head coach Anthony Howard and star senior Henry Wright. Henry, my first question to you, what got you into basketball and why did you choose this over every other sport?
To be honest, it was probably really my dad. My dad pushed me to play basketball when I was younger, getting me into upward program at the church and just trying to push me to play basketball.
Well, there's a connection that we already have. I was also in the upward program when I was your age. Other than basketball, are there any other sports or hobbies that you have outside of the game?
I play soccer in the fall. I really enjoy that. I play track in the spring, and that's about it.
That's awesome. Now, Coach, I've already done many interviews with you on JTV Sports, but you were a teacher here at Michigan Center. You do so well in the academic sector. What made you also want to go into coaching and balance both, as both are very demanding jobs?
It's really about my own upbringing of sports was so important to me, and it actually molded me into the person that I am today. It just brought, like, I was a real introvert being a kid, and I didn't know, like, speaking in front of people or just anything else was going to be a passion of mine. But then all of a sudden, when you get a little taste of it, you go, hey, you know what? This is actually something that I really, really enjoy. So from my own sports to under Coach Anderson when I was here and Coach Ennis in football, sports was a huge part of my life. And I just wanted to pay that forward to the community.
And why basketball, Coach? Why did you decide this varsity sport to be the head coach of?
And again, it comes back to, this is the very gym that I played in way back in the 90s. This is the gym that I played in, and I just loved being here. And after coaching for 15, 16 years there in the 8th grade, it just seemed like the next step up, just to be with these guys and see what else we could do. And I love being around it.
I've said in an interview before with you that you bleed the red and white here of Cardinal Nation. And speaking of Cardinal Nation, Henry, why are you so proud to go to this school, and especially being a senior? What has being a student at Michigan Center meant to you?
Well, we have a lot of great athletic programs, a lot of great athletes, and I know we want to win. And just the staff here is just great. They all believe in you. They all trust in you. I love it.
And then final question to both of you, both much in the same vein. Coach, how long do you want to continue being a coach at this level? How much passion do you have, and do you ever see yourself retiring?
Well, my wife sees me retiring, but as long as the joy and the passion is here, I said that I will be here. And that's what, whether it be football, basketball, golf now, and that I just love it so much, and just being able to teach the kids and everything. So as long as I'm having fun and the joy is there, I'll be here.
And then Henry, where do you see yourself in college? Do you plan on going to college? Do you plan on going to the trades? Are you undecided? And do you see basketball in your future or coaching?
I don't know about basketball in my future. Maybe coaching. I'll probably go to Jackson College for a year. And I was thinking about playing soccer at Jackson College.
Those both sound like great plans. And speaking of great plans, our next competition, our versus competition, is going to put both of your basketball IQs to the test. It's now time for our versus segment, and I have a whiteboard and markers in my hands. Now, Coach, you should be very accustomed to this. Henry, you should be accustomed to running these plays. We're going to pretend it's the last couple seconds in the championship game. You have to draw up a game-winning play. You have the timeout, you have the ball, you're down by 2. What is the game-winning play with X's and O's? Okay, now it's time for the big reveal, and Coach, since you're the seasoned veteran and should know what you're talking about here, we're going to go with you first. So reveal to the camera your play and explain it to the best of your ability.
It looks like a bunch of scribbles here, but whatever you got. So basically, and a lot of coaches probably know this one. It's called panic, right? And so what we want to do is we want to have the ball handler up here in the top, and what he will do is he will create a panic situation. The wings will flow up like we're just kind of panicking in the top. Our big will run across the middle, up to the top as well, and just kind of clear out this whole space down low. And in this case, this would be somebody like Travis or Henry. That's really, really quick, and you're gonna get a jab up here and a back door, pretty much creating a one-on-one situation. That's for the tie. If there was for a win, I have something else for that, but I'll let Henry, because I know Henry's got something.
Playing it safe. I like it, Coach. Playing for the tie. All right, Henry, are you going for the win? What's this future coach of basketball mentality here?
See, I got two options here. So we're gonna have the ball handler up top. We'll have a double screen, and then one will roll, and that's one option for a tie. We'll have a cutter on the other side. If that's not there, then the other screener pops out, and even on the drive, if this guy pops over, we'll have a kick for a three.
And where are you at in all this? Are you getting the ball to make the game-winning shot?
Probably giving the screen, to be honest.
And that's actually one that we do, right? That's pretty much West Virginia type of deal where we create pass, and that would be what he knew. See, that's why I left it to him.
Exactly. Shows how great you've taught him, Coach. So it shows how much you've listened to, Henry. Well, thank you both for joining us, Coach. Thank you so much for joining us. Now I'm going to verse Henry in a game of pig. All right, Henry, now's your time to shine. This is the first Max versus of Varsity Voices. It's going to be pig. You get to call a shot. What are you shooting first?
Probably right here. Shot right here on this.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice and easy.
Yep.
All right.
The pressure's on.
Tough start. Let's see. Oh.
Oh, close. Let's do a three-pointer right here.
Okay. So I'm going to go on the red box.
All right.
Try a simple little bank shot. All right. I'm sensing a P in your future.
I know this might be rough.
Okay, we're getting a little fancy now.
All right.
Behind the back.
Behind the back?
On the gray line.
Oh! Oh!
All right.
Got me.
Well, with that knowledge, I should be able to hit it from the three-point line backwards.
Let's see. Oh, that was close. It was close. I thought it was going. Let's do under the basket.
All right. Nope.
Oh.
All right, PI to P. All right, this could clinch it.
Okay, I'm gonna go between the legs free throw.
Oh.
Oh.
All right, seeing as I can hit the crazy shots, I'm gonna go half court, dude perfect style.
Oh. Behind the glasser. Nope.
Oh. Calling this one the Coach Howard block shot. I gotta get over Coach Howard and in for a three-pointer. Oh!
I don't know about this one.
All right, for this one, we're gonna do a free throw line hook shot.
I'm gonna go for the dunk. Oh. That's pretty good.
Let's go for the dunk. Henry, thank you. Good game. You knew my weakness, my height, and my vertical. Thank you so much, Henry, for being on the first ever segment of Varsity Voices. I'm officially 0-1 in Max Versus, but stay tuned for the next segment to see how I do. We are now here at Suburban Lanes with the East Jackson girls bowling team. I'm here with Elena Lounsbury and Teresa Dialt. Elena, I'm going to start with you. You are a senior here on the East Jackson girls bowling team and your academic honors in school. First off, what got you into bowling?
Well, I just went rock and bowl one day and I really liked it, so I decided to join the team.
And being on the bowling team, how many new friendships has that opened you up to?
So many friendships. It's amazing how you can meet so many friends through a sport.
And Teresa, how did you get into coaching bowling? Is this a game that you played throughout your life and now you're able to coach, or how did you get started?
So my daughter graduated from East Jackson in 2023, and for the individuals, for the girls, she actually made it to states herself. So when I heard there was a bowling position that did open up for this year, I figured, you know what, why not?
And Teresa, outside of coaching bowling, where can people find you? What hobbies do you have and where do you work?
So I work at Henry Ford Jackson. I've been there for 25 years. And then I've also done Girl Scouts. I've done that for the last 13 years. And I've also been on the East Jackson Athletic Boosters. I've done that for the last 8 years.
That's awesome. And Elena, same question to you. Outside of bowling, do you have any other sports you play, any hobbies you do?
I do not do any other sports besides bowling. I have in the past, and then other things I like to do are going shopping and trying new foods.
And throughout your life, who has been an inspiration to you and really helped you, whether that be in bowling or school or just life in general?
Definitely my parents for sure. They've supported me throughout my entire life, and I couldn't be here without them.
And what is it like being a student at East Jackson?
It's great. The friendships there are awesome, and it's just a great environment to be at.
And final question for both of you. Since we are bowling, what is your all-time best bowling score?
112.
Seriously, 112.
And then what's your highest score?
A 197.
Well, that's great. You got your coach beat. And you know what? That's going to come in handy because next we're going to play a quick game of bowling trivia. And then you and I are going to face off in a game of bowling against each other to see if I can maybe beat that high score of yours. And now it's time for the coach versus player segment. And today it's going to be trivia and it's bowling related. So hopefully you guys will have a better chance at this. Let's see. The first question, how many pins do you have to knock down if you bowl a 300 game? Reveal your answers. And Teresa is correct. 120 is correct. There's 120 pins that would fall if you bowl a 300 game.
Oh, I didn't count it. No, no, can we go?
All right, Teresa is now up 1-0. The next question, according to the USBC, what is the standard height for a bowling pin in inches? What is the standard height for a bowling pin? All right, reveal your answers. And Teresa is 2 for 2. It is 15 inches. Good try with 24.
High. That's only because I was estimating. I knew that they're about 12, a little bit higher than that. So that's how I was going for that.
Okay, Teresa is up 2-0 with one more question left. However, this question's worth 3 points, so you have a chance to come back. This one's gonna be really tough. What country has the most bowling alleys per capita? Not in total, but per capita. Which country has the most bowling alleys? And reveal. Elena, you got it right. It is Japan. Japan has the most bowling alleys per capita. All right, I'll do one more redemption round. Okay, great job, guys. Final question, which is worth 2 points. So you have a chance to come back and clinch it. This one is going to be who can be closest to the correct number without going over. How many bowling alleys are there in the United States of America? All right, and let's see, reveal your boards for the win. Teresa, you're technically closer because Elena, you went over. It's around 4,000 bowling alleys in the total US. So great job. The coach, showing why she is the coach, wins bowling trivia. Next up though, I'm gonna verse Elena in a full game of bowling and see if I can come out on top. Now Elena and I are going to verse off in a game of bowling. We saw how the last Max versus went and I couldn't dunk the ball. So hopefully I'm not dunking a bowling ball, but I can dunk it in for a strike. Let's see how it goes. All right, let's see. Okay, a couple.
That's okay.
That's first gutter.
He is about to go down.
I need to at least get one strike this entire game. It's going to happen right now.
Oh, that's money. Oh my gosh. All these Brooklyns.
9.
Okay, hold. Hear me out. Will you bowl a gutter? Please?
I will, not intentionally. Come on. Oh! Nope. All right, pressure's on now.
I got you.
Well, that's the end of my second ever Max Versus, and unfortunately, for me at least, I'm 0-2. But Elena, that was a really close game. I put the pressure on you there. Were you feeling the pressure?
Yes, a lot.
Well, great job. Excellent game bowling, and best of luck with the rest of your bowling career. And
Thank you.
After that, cheers. We have now made our way inside the Vandercook Lake Gym, where unfortunately we want to be outside, but due to the weather, we're going to be in here taking a look at track practice. And I'm here with the head coach, Shane, and his star runner, Jacob. Shane, I want to start with you. How did you get into coaching track?
Well, I was a 4-year runner in high school, and I always wanted to give back to the track community because it's a sport that's kind of not really as popular as, baseball or softball. So I've always just wanted to give back to the kids, especially kids that, want to get better in this sport.
And why did you choose Vandercook, Shane? Out of all the schools in the area, I know, with the opening coming up, but what called to you about Vandercook?
So I actually moved into the district, and I had a lot of friends that went to school here, and I kind of just got roped into athletics in general. And then there's a spot open for an assistant coach on track, and I just took it, and I've been rolling with it since.
Shane, you're a young guy like me, and how is that teaching high schoolers, coaching high schoolers when they're very similar in age to you? How has that been being the head coach?
Well, the first year it took some time. Like they didn't take me seriously, because they saw me as one of them. But then they saw how much I really wanted them to be good at this sport, and I think that really helped. They really started taking me seriously, and now a lot of them look up to me. They really want to know my knowledge of the sport and want to get better.
And Jacob, turning to you now, getting into track, there's so many different disciplines that you can choose from. There's field events, there's track events, there's different distances. You're a sprinter. You run the 100 to 200. Why did you choose that?
Well, I've always been fast since I was little in football and other things, so I think that was what called to me.
You mentioned football. Do you do any other sports outside of track in high school?
Just football and bowling.
Football and bowling, awesome. What position do you play in football?
Receiver and cornerback.
Well, that makes sense for the explosive speed then. And speaking of explosive speed, being a sprinter, you know that you have to get off the blocks early. How do you practice that reaction time?
Just a lot of block starts and practice.
And then being a student here at Vandercook Lake, how has that been for you? And being a senior, what are you looking to do after high school?
Be a machinist over at a shop near here.
And Jacob, being a student here at Vandercook Lake, what has that meant to you? And what has the experience been like your 4 years in high school?
Friends and atmosphere around me. It's just been a good place to go to school.
And then who has been someone that has been a mentor to you throughout your life, whether that's in track, in school, or in life in general?
My dad, my parents, they've been a big help in my life, and it's been great.
That's awesome. Shane, same question to you, because a lot of times the coaches are looked up as that respect and mentor and authority figure, but who has been a mentor for you throughout your life and maybe even getting into your track career?
The biggest one is honestly my high school coach, Dean Blackledge. He's a great guy, and even now I still see him, still talk to him when I can, and I even get pointers from him now. I'm like, you know, as a coach, you still learn just as much as an athlete does, you know? So you never stop learning, and that's what he taught me. So I always talk to him and other coaches as I can to just be better, just be a better coach for the kids.
Well, that is amazing, and now you have the ability to give that back to your star students. Well, next up on Varsity Voices, Jacob and I are going to try to sprint against each other. Shane may even join in as well, but I'm going to need some pointers first from Jacob on how to really sprint well. Well, now Jacob's going to take me to school and teach me how to be a good sprinter. And Jacob, I would assume that before you sprint, you want to stretch, make sure your muscles are ready to go, right?
Yeah, you actually do actives, which is where you do like butt kickers, high knees, toe touchers is what we call them.
Okay.
And then we static stretch after the workouts.
And see, I would think static stretch before, because I don't want to pull a hamstring, but so you're saying like the high knees and the butt kickers to get things ready?
Yeah.
Because with sprinting, it's all in the legs, right?
Yep.
So when you go work out, do you do a lot of arm lifting as well for upper body, or is it mainly focused on leg
it's
days?
everything. So you can do arm and legs, so it's a bit of everything.
Oh, awesome. So when you're getting ready to sprint, what is a good position to get into to get that explosive off the block?
Well, you'll basically get into, say this is the line. You would get right here, and this would be about your forearm right here. And that's how you would do it.
So with the hands, I see you have your thumb and pointer finger kind of parallel to the line. Can you not be over the line, or why don't you put your hands out like this, like a web?
Because you have to be right behind the line. So you have to do this.
And the one thing, because I did swimming in high school too, and this is one thing I never understood, is do you have your power, your dominant foot behind you, or is that the foot out in front?
That's the one you push off of. So there's a little guide you can do. So if you lean forward and whatever leg catches you, that's your power leg, and that's what you push off of. Like lean forward, don't react, just whatever leg.
All right, so not like a trust fall.
Yeah,
anyone
yeah.
catching me then. All right.
All right, so your right would be your power leg. No, flip the legs. So this would be your front foot, so you push off.
Oh. So I thought push off would be behind the back leg. Is that like this?
Yeah.
So then, do you rock back to start, kind of get a push, or do you have to stay pretty still?
Stay pretty still. Okay. And then you'd lift up and then you'd go. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Perfect. Well, now thanks to Jacob's expert coaching, I'm going to verse him and his head coach Shane in some suicide drills, and hopefully I can get my first win of the episode.
3, 2, 1,
Jacob, great job. It also proves why I do TV and I'm not in sports. Once again, I have failed at my own max versus. You can hear it in my voice. I am gassed. So we'll wrap things up here at Vandercook right after this. Thank you both for being on. Best of luck with the remainder of your season. I wish I was faking.
We should reshoot, I fell.
And I'm now still currently out of breath as I stand outside Vandercook High School as we saw Jacob and his head coach Shane beat me in a suicide sprint off. That just shows I need to train and work harder for next month's episode, where I'll be highlighting 3 more unique student athletes, their coaches, and their sports. Please join us for the next episode of Varsity Voices. If you would like to nominate your student athlete for a chance to be featured on the show, scan the QR code or go to jtv.tv/Varsity Voices to fill out the application form.